Namaste, beloved. Excuse my dark circles. I've been messing with it, and my makeup is doing what it does. So it is what it is. So if I'm looking like a crazy woman, I am. I am muting Diva Pramal. She has been playing, and this is her Yamaya. And if you don't know who Yamaya is the goddess of salty waters. She is the goddess of oceans and sea waters. Okay. Let's get into this video, beloved. You know, as you know, I've done a couple before this one. And this one is going to be on the Panther, the Jaguar. For those of you who have been following me for a while, you know that I have always referred to myself as a Jaguar woman. That was something one of my ancestors came and told me long ago who I was. My very first menstrual cycle, before it began, one of my ancestors visited me and told me that I was a sin eater. I had no clue what that meant, but throughout these 53 years, I have learned pretty much what that is. And it's just an empath who observes and sees things and tries to transmute a lot of the energies. And before I learned how to do that properly, I was putting them in myself. I was storing it as fat, even. And once I learned how to let go, and I'm still learning how to let go, it is a process, beloveds, because the human being, the human ego, in order to feel validated, needs to hold on to these feelings. When it can't hold on to the thoughts anymore because you've changed your thoughts, it holds on to the feelings that were related to those thoughts. It still deals with the hormonal frequencies and it knows how to trigger you. Okay? That is what this Jaguar woman energy is about, and what she is ready to she wants to use the word impart to you. So it is what it is, beloveds, and let's move forward with it. Okay. This is coming from, no, it's coming from two different sources. So, it's still Ted Andrews, Animal Speaks. So I advise you to purchase that book because it is one that will help you with your awakening. It will let you know exactly what is going on. It deals with more than just animals and what they symbolize and what they signify. It has a lot to do with numbers. It tells you about the directions. It teaches from an indigenous Native American point of view, and it reaches all over the world to bring you insights and wisdom. So, beloveds, it is what it is, and this is the message that is being given to you, and it's up to you whether you receive it or not. That's entirely up to you, but I am giving it to you out of love and because I'm doing what Mama told me to do. It is after 1 o'clock my time, and I have not eaten. I have only had coffee, and I'm still sipping on the cup of my first cup. So it's cold and it's at the bottom, and it is what it is. But this has to be. This has to be. It is what it is right now, and it is very powerful. So the compelling is to get on with it. So I'm getting on with it, beloveds. I'm getting on with it. Here we go. This is about the Panther, who is also the Jaguar. Okay. And again, this is dealing with, I'm just going to go. I ain't got to explain it. You'll get it. You are all based upon infinite intelligence. Okay? And I do not want to deny your ability. I don't want to judge you and saying, oh, you can't grasp that. Oh, yes, the hell you can. If I can grasp it, you can grasp it. Okay? I'm here to help you grasp it. Here we go. The name panther is often associated with a particular species of leopard or jaguar, and sometimes the cougar. Sometimes the cougar. Hot damn. The black panther is smaller, but more fierce than lions and tigers. Did you hear what I said? The black panther, the jaguar, is smaller than a lion or a tiger, but is more fiercer. So who is truly the king of the cats? They are agile climbers and excellent swimmers. Because they can sprint with great speed, they hold the teachings of quick, decisive action. Twice, twice. Quick, decisive action is what you need to learn. You've been given the example of the rabbit, and now you're being given the example of the panther, the jaguar. Let me get that straight in my mind. Jaguar. There's a correlation of the energies there. One deals with fear, the other deals no fear. Understand the connection of both. Understand the energy of both. Both. Quick, decisive action from a sense of knowing who you are, from your instincts, from your gut, from your awareness of your environment and surroundings and what is taking place. Being able to test the winds of change so that you can adapt. Because it is all about adapting and moving to the next phase. So let's move forward with this, beloved. I again apologize for nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna stop apologizing because I've been up here. If I had $1 for every time I said I'm sorry up here, I could go buy me lunch or something. Let me quit. Okay. Panthers have over 400 voluntary, that's the number 4. Panthers have over 400, they have panthers here, and I'm going to switch out panthers with jaguar because I'm focusing in on the jaguar, okay? Jaguars have over 400 voluntary muscles that can be used at will when the need arises. This symbolizes an ability to shape-shift realities using all parts of the body to perform the task. Now, if you don't know yourself, how you going to shapeshift? How you going to adapt? You're going to be what? You're going to be rigid. You're going to be like a deer in the headlights. You ain't going to react swiftly like you need to. Listen. You're being told to listen so that you can know yourself, so that you can rise to what's coming. And I don't say that to scare you. I say that so you can be prepared. The message is be prepared. The message is know yourself. and know how to use that fear. And that fear is hormonal. Okay? So don't look at the fear as, look at it as a warning system. Welcome it. Invite it in. Get to know it. Get comfortable with it. Fear. Oh my God, run! No. No. Fear. Let me explore you. Let me see what you all about. I gotta be scared. What I gotta be scared of and why. And what happens when I'm not scared. That's that rabbit eating the wolf. If you don't understand what I'm saying, if you have not watched that video, go watch the full moon activation about the rabbit and you will understand what I'm saying. Okay, back to the jaguar. They can move gracefully in and out of situations as well as freeze and not be noticed. Silence, quiet, using it to your advantage, knowing when and when not to. People say, oh, Valerie, you can't hold water. You'd be amazed. I am water. Okay. Grabbing Sec Mac ass back. Sorry. She is such a hot mess. Oh my God, she is a hot mess. Because the jaguar is not a good long distance runner. Those with this medicine should incorporate movement therapies into their life that enhances endurance. They need to learn how to pace themselves and not push too fast or hard on any one task. And I was told that for me, this would come in the form of Tai Chi. So that is something that I'm going to be looking into, is Tai Chi, because that will help with the endurance, with the stamina. It will also help you to pace yourself, pace your breath, pace your movements, get into the habit of the flow. It's just like dancing, only it's Tai Chi. It's learning how to move your chi with your prana. Very sacred, very necessary. Okay. The power of the jaguar is the power of silence. It is extremely quiet when hunting or stalking. It knows when to make its presence known and when to become invisible. The panther holds the secrets of unseen worlds and is associated with lunar, lunar, Luna energies. Within the darkness of night lies the truth of creation. Those with this totem hold knowledge of a galactic origin. So when you make enemies, beloveds, know who you're dealing with. And understand, just because you're still standing, it's my choice. It's the rabbit's choice. She who eats the wolves. But see, she being rabbit. You the one coming after her. And she be like, Mama, how you want me to handle this? because that's who you attack. And Mama let me know how she wanted to be played out and what's going to happen and lolly lolly. And how my role and how I need to play it and what I need to see. And sometimes she don't give me all the information because Sekhmet will come and do what Sekhmet does. Kali will come out and do what Kali does. Some things have to be allowed to unfold for the greater good of all, not just the satisfaction of one because they feel a certain way. The mama is higher than the Sekhmet and Kali energy. But don't get it twisted, baby, because that is a part of her. That is the dark mother's essence and energy. And when you take her there, when she knows what she needs to be fertile and she needs to that darkness to birth something, it's a beautiful thing. You can think it violent, bloody, blah, 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 whatever. She has a scorched earth policy. She will destroy, clean, wipe out, purify, and start it all back over. Just like her period. Okay, let me move forward with this. The Panther holds the secret of the unseen, 1646. The Panther holds the secrets of unseen worlds and is associated with lunar energies. Within the darkness of night lies the truth of creation. Those with this totem hold knowledge of a galactic origin. They have a responsibility to caretake this knowledge, and caution must be applied when sharing it with others. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. If the student isn't ready, the information received could be detrimental. This is harvest time. The teacher has appeared. You are ready for the information you are receiving. You have been doing the work. You have been opening up. You're at a frequency now where you can receive it and not feel judged by it, but know to digest it and let it nourish your innards, your inward parts, your inward self, your inward essence. Let it revitalize the goddess energy inside of you. Let it comfort you. Let it put your worries to rest. It's all up to you, beloveds. Nothing is forced upon you. Never has been. You make the choices. You create your reality. And if this is what you're living, you're doing it by choice. When will you know yourself and change it and adapt? Let us begin. 'Tis the season. Oh my goodness, as I'm sitting up here playing with my face. Panthers have acute sensitivity. The hairs on its body, especially on the face, pick up subtle vibrations. What do we women do? We go get waxed. We go get our eyebrows did. We get rid of the hairs because society tells us that's ugly. That's mannish. Women don't look right. Get rid of it and be pretty. Be bald. Baby smooth. And when you do that, you are not as sensitive as you could be. and as you can be. Because those hairs on your face, you know how we get older, the hairs come more? There's a reason for that. The reason is our senses are now what they are. And those extra whiskers pick up vibrations that you normally would not get. So, Mama is deep, y'all. Mama is deep. She ain't no joke. And if you look at the programming of what the patriarchy has done, it has taken all of this. It has taken all of it. Taken all of it and hidden it and have us afraid of ourselves. Afraid to be ourselves. Hairy women is you shave the hair on your legs, but the men keep theirs. They keep their hairs. But the women, oh, y'all got to get rid of that stuff. That ain't attractive, and you know you gotta look good for me. So you got to get rid of all that hair stuff. Ooh, baby. I told you Alice in Wonderland and that white rabbit down that rabbit hole. How deep does it go, baby? The hairs on his body, especially on the face, pick up subtle vibrations. This is symbolic for those with this totem. It indicates a need to pay attention to their feelings and honor the messages those feelings convey. Touch can be an important avenue to explore to awaken one's hidden gift. That is why, where's the hair at? On your skin. What is your biggest organ? Your skin. Is your skin influenced by your hormones? Does it secrete? Secretions? Sweat? Fear? It's all so connected, beloveds, that it's just, it's blowing my mind, okay? It is blowing my mind how really, deep this is. Let me move forward. Because I'm getting hungry. Okay, let me stop. Okay. It indicates a need to pay attention to their feelings and honor the messages those feelings convey. Touch can be an important avenue to explore to awaken one's hidden gifts. The black jaguar coat, sleek, smooth, and sensual, has been linked to sexuality. When jaguar appears in a person's life, it might be asking you to resolve old sexual issues. Dun, dun, dun. How long have you been celibate, Valerie? 20 years. Sexual issues. Resolve that. Take care of that. Yes, mama. Yes, mama. Anything else, mama? Oh, goodness. Okay. When Panther appears in a person's life, it might be asking you to resolve old sexual issues or to embrace your sexuality fully. The jaguar, the black jaguar, has great mysticism associated with it. It represents the life and power of the night. It can show us how to embrace the darkness and awaken the light within it. When you see the jaguars or the leopards with the gold and the black, that is the representation of the sun and the darkness coming together. And that is what it represents, that energy that was just spoken of. Embracing the darkness and awakening the light within it. When you experience the presence of another panther, one of the most notable features is its unblinking stare. It appears to see right through the body. Those with this medicine use their eyes as a healing tool and have the potential to heal on a cellular level. Author Ted Andrews states that in Egyptian rituals, a panther tail, a jaguar tail, was worn around the neck or waist to help protect and strengthen the individual. It has been a symbol of the Argos of 1,000 eyes. Who guarded the heifer, Io, who was loved by Zeus? After his death, the eyes were transferred to the feathers of the peacock, a powerful totem to have. The jaguar always brings a guardian energy to those to whom it comes. Like I said, know who you're taking on. It's not Valerie Ames. She's just a vessel, a beautiful vessel, a giving, loving, kind vessel, but a vessel. She's a house. She's a temple of so much more. And that's what many of you have problem with. Clean your own temples up. Stop judging somebody else's, what it looks like. Is it better than yours? Is it more than yours? It was never designed to be a competition. You are an individual, unique expression. Learn to express from your heart, not from a place of unedible spiritual fruit. Be fertile. Multiply. When you operate from a place that is less than, you become unfertile. You become sterile. You put out a vibe that is not nurturing, but that accumulates nonetheless. Sorry. Whoa. Okay. That was again segment energy, and I'm pulling her back. So understand what you're dealing with right now. And this moon has her at feeling herself, smelling herself, knowing herself, okay, and being herself. The panther totem, the jaguar animal totem, is a very powerful and protective presence. If you have this creature as your totem, you are blessed to have such a fierce and aggressive guardian with you. The jaguar is a symbol of courage, valor, and power. The panther has also sometimes associated with the sun, the solar vibrancy in some cultures, South American and Central American. Individuals with jaguar totems, panther totem, are usually people who come into this world with a spiritual knowing, a deeper understanding of spiritual things. These people often are very intuitive, psychic, and many are artistically inclined. Of all the panthers, the Black Panther has the greatest mysticism associated with it. It is a symbol of the mother, the dark moon, and the power of the night. The Black Panther encourages us to understand the shadow powers available to us all, to acknowledge these powers, and to eliminate our fears of the darkness. So why is this coming to you? To eliminate your fears. Why is this coming to you? Because those that are in power are getting ready to try to scare the fuck up out of you, okay? And you're going to need to know how to hold your ground. You're going to need to know who you are. Exactly who you are. And you're going to need to be able to stand in that. And you're going to need to manifest it, baby. Empower yourself with self-knowledge. When a Black Panther appears in your life, it is a symbol of releasing your passions. Sorry. Mama. When the Black Panther totem appears in your life, it is also a symbol of releasing your passions and starting a new phase of your life. A phase in which you are discovering your desires and living your dreams. The Panther animal totem asks us these questions. What is my shadow self trying to tell me? Are my passions helping or hindering me at this time? Sorry. Am I still on the right spiritual path for myself? Am I suppressing latent desires? Am I putting others' needs before my own to a point of self-neglect? Am I being mindful of my movements, both physical and emotional? I'm still. Am I being defensive? Oh, hell yeah. Who or what am I protecting and why? Remember I said, have these dialogues with yourself. Ask yourself these questions. Confirmation, beloveds. Confirmation. And you need to be able to ask and answer these questions. Okay? To yourself. Not someone else. It's never about someone else. Always about you. Okay? You were born by yourself. You're going to die by yourself. You judge by yourself. Even if you twins, quadruplets, quintuplets, whatever. Each one of y'all is judged separately. Okay? Each one of y'all has a separate test. Each one of y'all is an expression, no matter how you have multiplied yourself. Okay. When the Panther totem, I'm just going to say Panther, whatever. When the Panther atom, let me drink some coffee. Like I said, I'm diabetic and this is all I've had. So if I'm getting hangry, it's because Mama has me fasting to do this. And all she allowed me was some coffee. And I'm a whiny butt, and she knows that, so she don't pay me no attention. She said I got all of that. I ain't saved nobody else none of the wine, and I the biggest drama queen. And I guess that's what I gotta be, huh? Adaptability. When the Panther animal totem comes to us, whether it be in the form of images or real sightings, we must begin paying attention to the strength of our inner being, our internal fortitude, and the condition of our spiritual strength and valor. Panthers also beckon us to consider our darker side. Analyze this side of ourselves and determine its motivation. We all have the darker within us. What this is saying is to see what your darker self's intentions are. Is it just to protect you, or is it to harm another? Is it to make another feel less, or to put another in its place? What is the need for you to use your darkness? It's a choice. It's your will to use it. What are you using it for? Who ultimately does it benefit? Are you using it for a selfish, egotistical reason? Or are you using it to bring about universal balance? Because the light frequency is too much and you need a lesser frequency to work with in order to bring that light or give more light to the situation. So understand the energies and why they both exist, and what we call a dual nature is really one. We just haven't mastered it, the duality of it yet. But we're getting there. And it takes the feminine energy, takes the male and the feminine energy to know itself. What has taken place over the centuries is not just about the female side of things. It is also about the sacred masculine side of things, and I'm being told to point that out to you. That this is for everyone. This is not just for females. But this is to let you know the essence and the energy that is most prevalent and that will be flooding this earth as we know it. And it will adapt and it will change to the frequencies. And if you want to be part of that growth, then you must open your heart and your mind to yourself. Not to me, not to God, not to anybody outside of you. I'm not selling you anything. I'm telling you to look within and find yourself. Understand what you find. Love what you find. Nurture what you find. Understand that it has existed many lifetimes. And it has and holds a lot of wisdom and a lot of pain. A lot of good and a lot of bad. A lot of evil. If you think that you have existed in this world system and you have not done evil things, you wouldn't be here. You would not be here if you had nothing or no redeemable qualities about yourself. If you had no light essence, or you don't recognize your light essence, it's time. It's time to see the truth of who you are. It's time to know it. It's time to be it, to become it. The greatest you that you can be. That is what the universe is asking of you at this time. Yes, we're all trying. But what are we trying for? What is distracting us from being our God self? Is it getting on this hamster wheel and giving it the manpower that it needs to stay alive, to continue, so that it can continue to enslave our children? It's harvest time. It's time to reap what has been sown. Best believe. Panthers also beckon us to consider our darker side, analyze this side of ourselves, and determine its motivation. Like I say, when I am snatching Sekhmet, when she, it's because somebody has touched Mama and they did not ask. They did not have her permission, or they were being mean, or getting out of her order or her alignment. And yes, Sekhmet, honey, she will judge you. Yes, she will. She is the sister of Ma'at. And if you don't know that, now you do. They work together, okay? And she is who she is. And you can't, she gonna be who she be. Period. She gonna be who she be. That's how she was designed. That's how she was created. And yes, like I say, you snatch her back. But understand that she has her own mind. And when she don't want to be snatched back, baby, good luck with that. That's all I can tell you. Let me move forward because there's this. I don't believe how long this is taking. Okay. Mama's saying it's taking as long as it needs. Shut up, Valerie. Get your ass back in there. Let whoever talking talk. Okay. It's what it is, y'all. Moon energy. Okay. So if you're seeing it, you're being allowed to witness something that I'm like, I gotta do what? Cowardly lion. I gotta do what? I'm going to see the wizard, damn it. Mama. Whew. Okay. Bring it back, Valerie. Oh my God. This is, you guys, I didn't know this was going to be this difficult like this, okay? I didn't. I didn't. It is what it is, and I gotta stop. Okay. I'm spazzing. I am seriously spazzing out because, like I said, I am so full with this energy right now, and it has never been this powerful. It has never been this potent. I've never, ever, ever felt it the way I'm feeling it right now. Okay? And so this is all very new to me. So I'm reacting off of the newness. Okay? That's the disclaimer. Cycle of power, dark of the moon, new moon, winter. The panther is a very powerful and ancient totem. The name panther is more generally associated with a particular species of leopard or jaguar, although in Florida area, the cougar is also referred to as panther. As with most of the large cats, the panther is a symbol of ferocity and valor. Like the tiger and the lion, it embodies aggressiveness and power. But without the solar significance. In the case of the Black Panther, there's definitely a lunar significance. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Meow. Definitely lunar. As with any totem, a study of the individual characteristics can provide much insight into the energies being awakened within those who align with this animal. Panthers of the leopard family are found in Africa, Asia Minor, China, and India. Children of the sun. Hmm. 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 Wherever the jaguars were the children of the sun. Hmm. Wonder how them dots add up. What's going on in them countries right now with their identities? Hmm? What's going on with the ancient wisdom? What's going on with the vibration of the dry bones that are in the earth, of the essences of all the blood that has been spilt in these lands and countries? Hmm? If you were a rabbit, would you be afraid? If you were in those countries? Those we associate with the jaguar family are found in the southwest United States, rarely anymore. Did you hear that? Jaguars are just about extinct in the United States of America. In the southwest United States, they have been eliminated just about. Just like many wolves elsewhere, just like many of the other animals elsewhere. The rhino and its horn, the elephant and its tusks, the lion, the leopard, the tigers, with their what? Skins. What do people collect those other animals for? The properties of their sexual abilities. Abilities, okay? The passion. It's an alchemical thing. Those horns and everything else, the organs and the different things are used to provide a alchemical reaction in the human body for virility purposes. Gods and goddesses. We don't need that. We don't we don't do that. That's black magic. That's dark magic. That's sex magic. And it leads to appetites. It leads to addictive appetites. It leads to you being able to prey upon others, be you male or female, without feeling sorry for them because you're draining their energy, because it feeds you, feeds your need, because you've altered yourself in some way and you've allowed something else to influence your thinking and your essence. And you need to purify yourself. You need to clean that up. You need to know yourself. What is inside of you that makes you feel you need to have all this fun, so to speak? And is it fun? Is everybody in it having fun? Is everybody happy, or is they mad and petty and trying to be crabs in a barrel and sharks in Shark Tank and whatever else? Or are they really happy? Hmm? Understand the collars. Understand, we all wear them. Don't get me. I'm not talking about the BDSM community. I know I have in the past. But that is not where I am speaking to. I'm not pronouncing judgment. I'm not doing any of that. Like I just said, there's no one walking this earth who has not been dark, including myself. I can go dark in all I have to do is not snatch myself back one time. And it is what it is. And you have to be okay with that. If you feel you gotta eat, you gotta eat. Segment gotta eat. Segment gotta eat. I honor you for being who you were, but mama gotta eat. And it is what it is. And the circle of life is what it is. There's gonna come a time it's called a karmic circle. I'm gonna eat you, but guess what, baby? You get to eat me the next time. Simple as that. Mama is about balance. She does not take the side of the rabbit or the wolf. She created them both. She gave them both their instincts, their drives, and everything else because it is what keeps the essence of life in a continual cycle. Okay? When you eliminate something or you take its vibration off, when you commit genocide and all these different exterminations of certain kinds of animals and so forth, what you're doing is messing with the frequency of the planet and everyone on it. And everybody now has to adapt to that. And that is where we are in this, beloveds. And I'm just going to keep moving forward and reading. I apologize for any noise. That's my brother in the background. But here we go. Throughout Mexico, Central America, and parts of South America, meditate upon this totem. When it reveals itself to you, will help you determine whether it is part of the leopard or jaguar family. The panther in general is smaller but more fierce than lions or tigers. They have over 500. The other one said 400, but this one says 500. Okay. That's 9. They have over 500 voluntary muscles that they can use at will. This reflects a lot about an individual who has such animals as a totem. It reflects an ability to do a variety of tasks as he or she wills. It is simply a matter of deciding and putting to use those particular muscles. Okay? So just because there is no action, don't mean there's not awareness. My jungle, you can roam. Just don't disrespect. Because when you disrespect the mama. You ain't disrespecting me. Who am I? I'm a human being just like you. I stank, shit, piss, cry, get hurt, get mad, just like you. You ain't hurting me. You dealing with something other. And you need to get your mind out your ass when I tell you this. Okay. This reflects a lot about an individual who has such animals as a totem. It reflects an ability to do a variety of tasks as he or she wills. It's simply a matter of deciding and putting to use those particular muscles, be they physical, mental, psychic, or spiritual. And I show my face because I'm not afraid. Not afraid, baby. It's not fear. It's not fear. If it was, it would be fear what I'm going to do if I don't hold this back. And because of unconditional love and respect for mama's will is held in check. But if ever, if ever I get to checkmate, checkmate is off and popping, baby. Run. You better use your multidimensional passes, okay? Because I ain't the one. That ain't arrogance. That ain't even pride. That's the truth. Try me. Sorry. Segment. As a whole, Panthers are loners. Although they do associated with others, are most comfortable by themselves and within their own marked territories. They are drawn to those individuals who are likewise solitary. So a Jaguar woman is not going to go find a party animal, okay? She's going to find the individual who understands inner silence, inner voices, inner wisdom, and one who is deeply connected to the lunar frequencies, as she is. This is about knowing yourself, knowing why you don't just go out with everybody and anybody, knowing that you're not made for everybody. Knowing that when you do choose to release your passions, you have chosen wisely. Not just off the top of your head because you want to get your jollies off, but that you are actually feeding and seeding past, present, and future. And it means something. Something that most can't even begin to understand. But let me keep going. They are drawn to those individuals who are likewise often solitary. The panther is an enchanting combination of beauty and utility. They have a wonderful gracefulness, with an ability to move with ease or freeze in place entirely. So if they cut you off, no, that's a freeze move. They freeze move. That means time got to stand still. That means things got to be still. I got to hear. I got to see. I got to use my senses to know. Speak to me, mama. And mama speaks. And all this stuff start being shown to you. Like I said, truth is often stranger than fiction when you allow it to be. Here we go. The panther is an enchanting combination of beauty and utility. They have a wonderful gracefulness, with an ability to move with ease or freeze entirely. They are quiet when they are stalking, hunting, or pursuing. Those who trap, they set traps. Hmm? They fall into traps. Hmm? Or they play with them. Hmm? Okay. You sure? Okay. Those who have a panther as a totem will find their greatest power in silence as goals are pursued. I have a big mouth, y'all, and they just love to come out and play. But like I said, I'm a vessel. And so what do vessels do? They're messengers. So what is my mission? To share my messages. Okay? It's just that simple for me. That's the goal. And being spirit led, I don't say everything that I know, regardless of you think I do. Just like right now, I'm not saying everything that was downloaded, that was given, that was shown about individuals, groups of individuals, situations. Don't have to. Grandmother Spider got it all tied up, baby. Got it all sewed up. Long time ago. So, do you, boo? Revealing too much or speaking too much about pursuits can counteract some of the effectiveness. I'm learning, but I do as I am told as well. And I am operating from where I am being told and what I am being shown. Believe me, if Valerie did not have to be sitting up here talking this stuff and saying this and looking at this camera and she would be in a cave somewhere, okay? She would be under a blanket, spooning with her pillows, okay? And some tea or something. I would not be doing this. Believe me. But when you are spirit led and when that nature is taking, I don't want to say taking over, but is becoming fat, is starting to eat, you know, the things that she's starting to see and starting to digest the bullshit and see it for what it is and know it for what it is and transmute it, baby. That's what a sin eater does. So you can take it personal all you want to, but it's done out of love, whether you see it that way or not. And that's how it was communicated to you, whether you saw it that way or not. You were told to look into ancient energies for a reason. You thought that reason was for you. Segment wants you to know that reason was so you would understand the energy you were dealing with. and that you want to challenge, and that you want to snatching segment back. So sorry. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. Please understand this. I can't do anything but explain it to you. It is what it is. It's very potent. It's very powerful. And I'm learning that it's always been there. I've just never been able to identify it and to tune in like I am right now. Or it being able to tune in to me as it is right now. But I know this to be part of my most ancient self. And I'm sure I'm probably freaking you guys out with these eyes, but they are what they are, and it is what it is. And for those who this is for, they know. They know. Okay. Panthers are excellent sprinters, but they are not getting great long distance runners. For a health perspective, those with a panther totem must learn to pace their work, allowing time for rest and to play. They must not push too far or too hard on any one task. If they do, they are more susceptible to imbalances. And that's the button. That's the trigger. That's the gun you shot at me. That's the arrow you let loose. Oh, you wasn't trying to kill me. You knew you couldn't do that. So you wanted to unbalance me. Weebles wobble, baby, but they don't fall down. You missed that. You only draw from the dark. I draw from the light and the dark. I am the high priestess and the alchemist and the magician and the fool, baby. I am not that one that you was playing with before. What I told you was to help you, was to help you grow, to help you know as a woman, as an empowered woman. But you want to play. And you want to play with darkness. Really? You want to play with the darkness. You want to use black magic on somebody. mess with their mind, unbalance them with their feelings, turn their own thoughts against them. Because what? They said words that hurt your feelings when they was telling you need to grow up, that you God, and you need to start acting like it. And that rubbed you the wrong way. It fucked with you. So, in all your you-ness, you want to fuck back with them. But see, like I said, when they were speaking to you in that mama bear voice, and that mama bear energy that you felt, it was because you were loved that much. You are loved that much. But when you don't recognize that type of love, and when you feel resentment, and when you put it in your mind to blame and to get back, you're putting that vibration out into the world. There's enough already out there. So when she was telling you to stand up, grow up, do what you need to do, be who you are, be who you need to be, it was because of the energy she saw around you that were interacting with your light, that was draining you. But it's your choice. If you choose that, that's what you choose. Just like when you choose to come after me. That's your choice. That's the bed you made. I'm just going to let the energy deal with you. The energy of harvest time. What you have sown, you will reap. And the way you're going to reap it, you're going to know when you're reaping it. You know why? Because you will have given birth to it. It will be what you have spoken or cast. Mirrors reflect. Black mirrors were the first mirrors. Know yourself. Segment. I'm gonna need a cigarette after this, okay? Whew. In times of trouble in any environment, those with Panther totems are often the first and the fastest to respond, and especially in the work environment, they respond effectively to deadlines and to pressure. So, understand a lot of your cops and your doctors and those that work in the emergency room, that's Panther energy. It's Jaguar energy. Okay? That's what's with you. That's why you can make those decisions and be calm. That's why when you're in your passion, you are a force to be reckoned with. Okay. 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 After mating, the panthers only stay together for a short time. The female handles the rearing of the young, disliking intrusions from the outside. This is often similar to women who have panthers as totem guides. They do not like others, even mates, interfering with how they feel the young should be raised. A lot of panther energy. A lot of jaguar women. I love you strong, babies. Meow meow. They do not like others, even mates, interfering with how they feel the young should be raised. If that ain't my daughter, whoo! Okay? If that is not my daughter, Mama, I'm not gonna raise my kids like you raised me. Don't tell me what to do with my kids. Do you see the energy, beloveds? Recognize it. Know it. It takes a while. It takes a while to get outside of your ego and realize, Valerie, you're a Jaguar woman. You gave birth to a Jaguar woman, okay? She has no other way of being and knowing. She's been with you her whole life. So what you're getting upset with is her modern take on you, being you. Her adaptable, updated version of being you. Really, Mama? Yeah. Okay. I can understand that. I can understand that. That makes me proud to know that I gave her that just from my blood, just from being Mama. I spoke of my mama in the other video. Let me 11801. Okay. Gosh, okay, it's not much more of this. Okay. I'm sorry, beloveds. Let me quit apologizing. I'm gonna look back at I have a dark sense of humor. And I'm gonna look back on these videos, okay? And you talking about somebody laughing at herself? I can feel it. I can feel it. No, you did. Oh my God. Oh my God. And see, this is what I got to get out of. This is a wall. This is a blockage to me. And the more I can feel it and I'm aware of it coming up, what it feels like, the frequency of it, the more I can bring that blockage, I can erase it. Because now I'm aware of it. I've observed it. I know what it feels like before it, you know? Just like I can feel segment coming. I can feel my blood getting there. I'd be like the little girl in that movie Firestarter. You know, back up, back up, back up. I learned how to do that from watching that movie, you know, how to focus and how to push certain things or push certain energy down or back when you didn't want to use that energy, or when, as you see, you have a segment energy and that segment energy wants to come out and handle shit because she knows she's a badass, and you're like, no, 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 no. The situation does not require all of that, okay? Get your ass back in there. This does not require that. You know, I can handle this. Blah, 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 blah. We good. See? And she's like, okay, but you gonna need me. You gonna need me. And I'm like, okay, Segment, when I need you, I'm so appreciative. I'm so thankful that you are my protector. I cannot say that enough. All you have to do is read my heart to know it's the truth. But there are many goddesses present, and each must have their turn, and each has something to contribute. And she hears the truth of that, and she'll go deeper within, and I'll calm down. But there are other times when I don't want to hear that shit. They got to pay. Nah, that bitch, nah. And it ain't no pulling her back. Ain't no pulling her back. If you know the story of Sekhmet, you know not even Ra could pull her ass back, okay? He had to trick her ass with some damn red beer and shit, okay? Understand the essence, the energies that reside within you, that you pick up on, you know, that influence you just like your hormones. It's an essence, it's an energy that you can tap into. It's a frequency at will. Okay, let me hurry up with this. Sorry. The female panther almost always raises the cubs alone, and women with panther totems often find themselves doing likewise, whether out of divorce or simply through asserting dominance in that area of the couple's life. All cats have binocular vision. Each cat can work singly, providing greater depth of vision, magnifying images and facilitating judgment of distances. Thus, anyone who aligns with the panther will begin to develop greater depth of vision in their life, of events, of other people, especially during these moon phases. I'm telling you, some of the stuff that gets downloaded, you be like, I didn't see that coming. Mm-mm. I couldn't have connected them dots in a million, thousand, trillion years, okay? Where the hell did that come from? And it's been right there. All the time. You just wasn't in the right frequency to perceive it or to see it. Your physical eyes weren't ready for it. Even though your third eye saw it and you was like, something ain't right. Something. What is it? Third eye saw it. Knew. And when it was time, when things were aligned, blink of an eye, revelation. It's messing with me, y'all. It's messing with me. Whew. Okay. Thus, anyone who aligns with the panther will begin to develop greater depth of vision of their life, of events, of other people. This is more than just psychic sight, it is inner knowing. Often people enter the metaphysical field taking up exercises and meditation to have their inner lights clicked on. On. Once you're on, can't go back to being off, baby. Once you're on, you're on. That's real. Individuals with panthers as totems are usually individuals who came into this world with lights already on. Thus, they should not be discouraged when they do not experience what others describe when their lights are turned on. They should trust their thoughts and their inner visions, imaginings. Remember that I was talking about the images? See, I want you to see how all of this is tied She's showing you how it's all tied together, beloved. She's showing you how she's been dropping these breadcrumbs. They showing you. They've been dropping breadcrumbs. Whether you've been getting them or not, it's on you. Okay? But they've been dropping these breadcrumbs. And they're letting you know that it's getting ready to be time. Okay? That you need these breadcrumbs to be able to adapt. And time is an illusion, but you need to understand that cycles and seasons are not. And there are cycles and seasons. This is a season of harvest. This is the separation of the wheat from the chaff. So your heart is on the scales of Ma'at. You better realize and recognize what I'm saying to you. Because I'm not playing. The mama is the mama, okay? She gonna be the mama. She gonna be the mama. You not gonna shut the mama up, okay? The mama is gonna be the mama. And that's who she is, and that's what my nature is. So please don't take this the wrong way. Please don't take this personal, no matter how it's coming across to you. Understand that it is coming from a place of love. Deep love. Lifetimes of love for you. Understand that. If you're watching this, it's for you. So you can take it the wrong way if you want to. Gosh. Ooh, this. Thus, anyone who aligns with the Panther will begin to develop greater depth of vision in their life of events of other people. This is more than just psychic sight. It is inner knowing. Often people enter the metaphysical field taking up exercises and meditation to have their inner lights clicked on. Individuals with panthers as totems are usually individuals who came into the world with the light already on. Thus, they should not be discouraged when they do not experience what others describe when their lights turned on. They should trust their thoughts and their inner visions, imaginings, for there is probably a strong foundation in reality. So, what y'all describe as breakdowns or going crazy or whatever, meltdowns or whatever, it has a foundation, has a spiritual foundation. And it's up to you to see that and to get it. Or you can just think Valerie is off her rocker, and she just, woo, out there. But like I said, it's up to you what you want to eat, what you prefer. If you have a taste for truth, you recognize what's being served. If you are more comfortable with fake bullshit, this will not resonate with you. It is what it is. All day long. Okay, mama. I'm trying to be more gentle, y'all. I am so trying. I am so trying, but this has just been this, as you see, this is solitary behavior. This is mama behavior, okay? I'm used to being mama. I'm used to talking like mama, and I've got to learn to differentiate these hats a little bit better than what I'm doing. But now that I know, I'm good. Okay. To those with whom the Panther links comes the ability to develop clairaudience, to hear the communications of other dimensions and other life forms. The Panthers are most... Okay. Wait a minute. The Panther has very strong hearing, and it can move its ears to locate the direction of sounds. And that was Jaguar Madison. And this is Ted Andrews, Animal Speaks, Panther, Leopard, Jaguar Medicine. Keynote is reclaiming one's true power. Cycle of power. Dark of the moon. new moon, winter. I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening. Okay. I hope you're listening. The panther is very powerful in ancient totem. It is generally associated with a particular species of leopard or jaguar, although the cougar is also referred to as panther. As with most of the large cats, the panther is a symbol of ferocity and valor. It embodies aggressiveness and power, though without the solar significance. In the case of the black panther, there is definitely a lunar significance. The panther has over 500 voluntary muscles that they are capable of using at will. This reflects a great deal about an individual who has such an animal as a totem. It reflects an ability to do a variety of tasks as he or she wills. It is simply a matter of deciding and putting to use those particular muscles, be they physical, mental, psychic, or spiritual. As a whole, panthers are loners, solitary. Although they do associate with others, they are most comfortable by themselves or with their own marked territory. They are drawn to those individuals who are likewise often solitary. Panther is secretive, silent, and graceful in her every move. She is solitary by choice. She tells little and listens much. She is careful not to share too much information, only enough to ease curious minds. Only enough to ease curious minds. Of all the panthers, probably the black panther has the greatest mysticism associated with it. It is a symbol of the feminine, the feminine, divine feminine. The dark mother, the dark of the moon. Those that want to play with dark magic, moon magic. Bring it. Know who you're dealing with? I can show you better than I can tell you, baby. Whoa, okay. Again, it is what it is. 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 You know, I'm out of sage. I'm out of incense. And I know my candle is in my bedroom, and I know it wouldn't be like this if I had that going. So understand why this is like this, beloveds. Like I said, please don't take it personal. Please don't take it personal. Please don't take it personal. And of those that do take it personal, that's your choice. That's your choice. You choose that. Okay? All right. It is a symbol of the feminine energies manifest upon the earth. It is often a symbol of darkness, death, and rebirth from out of it. Do you remember who came up with rebirth? And then everybody and their mama started talking about rebirth. Mama put the vision out there. We all tools. We all acted upon that vision. If you're talking about birth, death, and rebirth, came from the universal womb. That's not bragging. That's letting you know who mama is, like she said. She wanted you to be able to pick up the breadcrumbs. It's up to you. What you think, what you believe. You think it's synchronicity. You think it's this and this and that and that and that and this. I told you from the beginning I am a vessel. And this vessel is getting ready to be used. She has, like I said, the last martyr that was inside is gone. And that was the only thing holding little Miss Sekhmet back. From being who she used to be, so to speak. But now, like I said, that part of me, that being, has been released into peace. Another has stepped in our place. As the time calls for. And the vessel will be the vessel, and the vessel will do what the vessel does. Manifest. Okay. The Black Panther helps you to understand. Sorry. There still exists in humanity a primitive fear of death. Sorry. Valerie. I am trying to focus, beloved. There are so many. As a vessel, there are so many voices right now. And it is what it is. There still exists in humanity, 136:33. There still exists in humanity a primitive fear of the dark and of death. The Black Panther helps you to understand the dark and death are the inherent powers of them. And thus, by acknowledging them, eliminate your fears and learn to use the powers. Learn to use the power of dark and death, beloveds. That's what this is saying. You do not have to fear them. They are the fecundity of where fertility comes from. They are the beginning. They are ground zero. Ground zero begins in the dark. The dark the light separates itself from the dark. But every beginning starts in the dark. Understand that, understand that. This is the womb, this is the darkness. This phase, this Aquarian phase, is what it is. And you need to know that. It's a womb phase. It's an ocean phase, Yamaya phase. The fish stage. The most fertile. Because now you're developing. Now you're evolving. You're expanding. You're expressing. Your hormones are secreting in ways that they hadn't since you were in the womb the first time. That's what these downloads and what we are calling crystallizations are. $138.20. The Black Panther helps you to understand the dark and death and the inherent powers of them, and thus by acknowledging them, eliminate your fears and learn to use the powers. This is the element of the feminine. This is the totem of greater assertion of feminine in all her aspects. Child, virgin, seductress, mother, warrioress, seeress, and the old wise woman. Do you hear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven aspects. Child, first one. Virgin, seductress, mother. Notice how we become mother and then we become warrioress? And once we become warrioress, we become seeress? And then at the end, when we start getting all those hairs, hairs, the gray hairs, silver hairs, that's when we become the old wise woman. That is the seasons. Those are the cycles. That's the cipher. Birth, death, rebirth. That's the pattern. That is what, okay, Mama says that is what the Osiris story symbolizes and initiates in us each time. The fertility. We remember that. We remember the sexual. Okay, sorry. That's Valerie coming out. Sorry. The Panther always begins guardian energy. The Panther always brings guardian energy to those to whom it comes. The Panther often signals a time of rebirth after a period of suffering and death on some level. This implies that an old issue may finally begin to be resolved, or even that old, long-standing wounds will finally begin to heal. And with the healing will come a reclaiming of power that was lost at the time of wounding. This is so deep right now. My womb is contracting. This is so deep. And what's funny? Ain't no physical womb there. Also, okay, Valerie. Also, the Black Panther is very mystical. She finds the most power in darkness. Black Panther understands death and teaches people not to fear it. For out of death comes rebirth. Nietzsche once said, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." It is this same idea that is awakened in the lives of those who open to the power of the Panther totem. The Panther marks a new turn in the heroic path of those to whom it comes. It truly reflects more than just coming into one's own power. Rather, it reflects a reclaiming of that which was lost and an intimate connection with the great archetypical force behind it. Aho, ashe, 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 amen. That's some energy for you, baby, right there. When you understand that Jubilee is going to happen because you are going to give birth to it, because you are reclaiming your power as rainbow warriors, as star seeds of the galaxy, as indigo children, as children of the sun. You get it? Children of the sun. No matter what color you are, it is the frequency. It is the vibration that causes us to be one nation under a groove. That is the collective that begins and calls to it the rhythm nation. When will you know yourself? When? When will you stop believing these people that you are ugly, that you are this, that you are not worthy? You are children of the sun, a central force in this whole entire galaxy. And you letting these motherfuckers oppress you. Rise up. Take flight. Listen to your ancestors. You ain't gotta listen to me. You gonna hear it. It's gonna come to you. Regardless. But it's your choice. The messages you are receiving is to help you make the choice. It's your will. But if you're gonna make a choice, make sure you have the right information to make it with. Don't rely upon his story, okay? Because his story is some straight up bullshit, okay? You want to know about her story. That's what's going to bring balance. And what is really going to cement that balance is the uniting of the male and the female. See, the feminine can't do it by herself. She needs that masculine, that sacred masculine as well. That's what union and uniting is. That's what the divine design calls for. The Hieros Gamos. That is why fertility was celebrated. It was the union that was celebrated. It was the intertwining of the male and the female. I was born on May 1st. That is the maypole. That is the essence of that. Why that just came up, it is what it is. Okay. The Panther marks a new turn in the heroic path of those to whom it comes. Wakanda. Self-mastery. Self-mastery. Black Panther is the hero. Sprang out of Egypt, all over the world. Even in the Americas was the Panther god and goddess and energy and essence. It still exists here. And it can be drawn upon by those who recognize it and know it as part of themselves. It can be called, it can be invoked, it can be requested. But if you have no knowledge of these things, because you're so entertained and not educated, that says how much you love your mama, how much you've been paying attention, how much you love yourself, how much you are grateful for what you have been given. Is your knowledge of her? Is your knowledge of yourself? Is your knowledge of unconditional love? Is your knowledge of the collective? Is your knowledge of the sun, the moon, and the stars? It's your choice. You have free will. And right now, a lot of this isn't going to be coming from books. It's going to be coming directly from you. That is my storage getting ready to go out. Sorry. It reflects a claiming of that which was lost and an intimate connection with the great archetypical force behind it. It gives an ability to go beyond what has been imagined, with opportunities to do so with discipline and control. It is the spirit of imminent rebirth. Panther people have a broader vision. Panther medicine gives them a deeper insight, both spiritually and psychically. Their enhanced perspectives lets them see things in close detail or from a distance. Panthers enter the world enlightened, whereas others have to work to achieve that. And that is that, beloveds. And that is this video. And like I said, stay tuned because what's coming next will be coming from the cards. And then I will have soothed my mommy well, and I can get off of this device. And so it is what it is. 149.49, beloveds. Again, Mother with Wisdom, and this is all of this moon energy. And it just is what it is. And like I said, I'm not going to apologize for it anymore. I probably will 1,000 more times, but I'm just saying, this is okay. It is what it is, and it's getting more and more interesting by the minute. I can tell you that for damn sure. Okay. All right. Namaste, beloveds. This is the video on Panthers. Okay. On Jaguars.